there are some items there that we need to discuss. So from your side internally, together, let's say, with your logistics team, what are the requirements to merge two different orders into one road order, essentially? Yeah. So that's for the first point. Let me see one moment.
Mr. Jan, your voice is not clear.
So are there any direct
Ah,
questions regarding this? So for that topic number 4.
I'm sorry. Can you explain again? Your voice is echoing, bergaung. Mr. Jan, can you explain
Sorry.
again?
Yeah, sorry. I just noticed my sound was off here. Sorry. Crap. Uh, it's still morning. Okay. Okay. So to talk again about the topic number 4. So I discussed this with GDB. In general, when you want to merge two different road orders to becoming one road order, there are a set of rules in so a set of rules that needs to be applied on each of the orders. Parts of those rules will define how two orders will be merged into one order. For example, you can say, okay, you have two orders, you want to merge them where the truck is maybe not big enough, then either you're going to make a bigger truck, or you're going to say, okay, the goods that are not able to merge into one truck, we're going to put them back into a different truck, or maybe we put them back into the processor for being processed later on. Yeah. So from the TACO side, you need to make a couple of internal discussions now. What has the bigger priority? Is it a bigger truck? Is it moving back some of the cargo? If you re-roll data from, let's say, a truck with less capacity, yeah, is this because there is not enough capacity in general? Maybe there is some changes because the goods were not ready yet. So I can imagine that together with your warehouse team in combination with your logistic team, that you need to decide or define at what moment are you going to re-roll data into a truck with less cargo. Yeah. A little bit further down in topic number number 5, I think, auto merge. What you're going to have in auto merge is that you're first going to say, even the capacity is less than the truck, you want to add additional capacity to an existing truck. Yeah. So also depending, and last time we discussed about the rules, what is your SOP? Are you first going to add additional cargo to existing trucks? Or are you going to merge two orders together into one truck? Yeah. So these are a set of rules, as Panovi mentioned last time. Maybe those rules will be different depending between the different warehouse. Yeah. But we suggest from a logistics standpoint or from a logistic view, you should try to make one standard SOP. Even that applies to Pulugadung, it applies to Krian. Yeah? Now, that set of rules is very important depending on, let's say, the way of your working, of your SOP. Yeah? So with the first topic now, reroll data from item quantity less than truck capacity, technically possible. We need to take a look on the orders that you want to merge together based on a set of rules. Yeah? The rules needs to be defined by TACO. Which one will be used first, reroll data first, and how to split or how to update and merge the data for that. Yeah? Are there any questions for this one?
Halo Pak. Halo Pak Jan.
Yes, Pak. Yes, Pak
Ya
Anthony.
Pak Jan, ini maksudnya we do reroll data for the goods from two regions, different regions that less than capacity, Pak, become one truck.
Yeah.
Uh, that's we're going to ask you to create the auto process.
Yeah. So that's correct. It's technically possible,
Mhm.
but you need to keep in mind. Okay, the topic is being put under auto process, but actually you're talking about two different road orders, right? So the order is already created under the planning system. So it's not part anymore from the auto process module. It's already been created as an existing truck. If you merge two road orders together, that means one road order needs to be deleted, needs to be removed out of the listing, and the other order will contain all the data from the two road orders that will be merged together. Yeah.
Can we do that with auto processor, Pak? So
Um,
we don't
okay.
have to delete one root order, then we merge into the other root order, but this this will done in auto processor, in auto processing in Optilog.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is automatically merge to different region that less than capacity from truck capacity.
Mm,
Is it possible like that, Pak?
one moment. One moment.
Hmm.
Um, okay.
Bingung.
So one moment. I'm thinking the less and truckload is possible with different routes. One moment. One moment. Let's say capacity different units to be merged to become one road. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I see what you mean. Tunggu, tunggu, tunggu. One moment. So it's not the functionality that you're looking for to merge two road orders. It's essentially the choice to combine two regions on the moment you create one road order. Correct?
Correct, Pak.
Oh, okay. No,
You
I
know,
thought.
actually, we already have the one auto processor that you made before, yeah, auto
Yeah.
processor and manual processor. In auto processor, we still need to revise manually, actually, right now.
Okay.
Uh, Now, this moment we would like to request you to
Oh.
to do the auto processor by slicer, Pak. Actually, that's the first thing that we have to do. We create, kita buat satu auto processor lagi gitu, Pak ya. Automatically slice the truck, the maximum truck that we have. Jadi maksudnya gimana ya? Kita buat auto processor lagi, that automatically create one truck already full, Pak. Recently we already have, but you put all the stuff, all the goods in one region into become one yeah one big truck ya, not
Consolidate, dikonsolidasi Pak.
consolidate become one line ya Pak ya, one.
Yeah.
Nah, ya jadi kita
Okay.
request untuk bisa dibuatkan per truknya gitu Pak, maksudnya one the biggest truck untuk road yang ada. Contohnya seperti region Bandung itu kita sudah buat slice-nya gitu Pak. Jadi misalkan untuk Bandung 1, oh ternyata itu menjadi 3 mobil gitu Pak, 3 CDD, 3 full diesel double. Nah itu automatically proses by Optilog Pak. Jadi ada satu auto processor lagi yang bisa memproses itu. Nah ini related dengan yang tadi Pak, related dengan two different region that must become one RD.
So at this moment, the way that you work then, so you first make in step 1, you make the first truck, let's say to Bandung,
Yes.
with the CDD trucks. then once you see that one of your truck is not full yet, or one truck is possible to load in, let's say, Bogor and Bandung, or to deliver in Bogor and Bandung, at that moment, today, what you do, you manually add additional capacity to one truck, or you create one order, and then you manually create it into that same order, correct?
Iya, Pak. Correct, Pak.
So what you want to do at this moment, that once you're in the auto processor, that you can select, okay, instead of only creating trucks per region, that you actually are allowed to create truck covering 2 different regions.
Iya, betul, Pak. If
Okay.
the truck is less than, if the goods are less than capacity of the truck.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm, gitu.
Okay, one moment. Huh?
Jadi Bandung 1 dengan Bandung 2 gitu become one. For your example, like Bogor and Bandung ya become one route order.
Okay. So then I misunderstood the question. The question here, I thought you want to merge 2 different road orders that already created into one order. That's not the case then.
No, it's not the case, Pak.
Okay.
This is actually needs your auto processor to be fixed, Pak. Means ya for example like Bandung, Pak ya, jadi 3 mobil gitu. The auto processors already processing for three mobil, 3 mobil, 3 truk tadi, Pak. Gitu. Jadi sudah ada di slice gitu, Pak. This will related to another request lagi, Pak. Tadi slicer function.
One moment, I'm writing some things
Mm-hmm.
down.
Is it clear, Mr. Yan? If not, I can summarize.
Yeah, no, it's clear now. I effectively misunderstood the questions. I thought that you want to combine 2 different road orders into, let's say, one truck.
It happened created actually, but
Yeah. No. So I understand. One moment. So how to combine 2 different regions into one order? Under the auto process, follow the base rules, but adds multiple regions into each other. Okay, the question that raised now into my mind at this moment, how are we going to define, or what are the rules to allow certain regions to be merged together? So let's say, okay, maybe Bogor, Bandung are 2 different regions. They can be merged together, but how does the system know, or what is your rule set, or who decides if a truck needs to be merged together or a region needs to be merged together? Maybe I say something different. Maybe you need to deliver in Bandung and Jogja. Now, Bandung and Jogja are maybe not near each other. I mean, region-wise. Who makes the decision to say, okay, we know that this is a completely different region, but who is allowed to make that decision to merge those trucks together? Is this still a choice from the operations, or is it something that you have a rule set around that we can automate? And then I mean, if we have 2 different regions, we can say, okay, we click the line, this region and this region we want to merge, or is it something that the auto processor must be able to do by themselves based on a set of rules then?
At this moment, we've done this manually after we do an auto process. So when we are using auto processor, for example, for Bandung 1, we have 5,000 kilograms of shipment.
Yeah.
But the truck can only accommodate 4,500. So the rest of 500, I will merge it with Bandung 2. But Bandung 2 is only 2,500, let's say, maximum. So I need to find 2,000 kilograms from Bandung 2.
Yeah,
that's what we are doing at this moment, and it's fully manual. Because I still need to consider multi drops.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
So if possible, maybe cross route that can be merged when there is a need to merge those routes.
Mhm.
Maybe I don't know, another field maybe, like if like this is like
Yeah,
we
so
have inner city and outer city, right?
yeah, exactly.
Maybe we can extrapolate, we can expand those selections. So
Yeah,
maybe it's a Bandung region and then Jakarta region,
yeah. So
something like
that's
that.
effectively one option, that you effectively make bigger regions. Okay, that we within the same address or within the same destinations, that you create an top level address level, whatever you want to call it. Then that's one option. Um, or an alternative could be that we say, okay, in the search header, so at this moment when you create your auto process, we only select on region based, that we say, okay, you want to do cross region? Yes, no. If you say cross region, yes, then you can select maybe two different region or three different lines within the
Oh
auto
yeah, I
process.
understand. Yeah, with the
And then,
checkbox.
yeah, with the checkbox that you already have. And then you say, okay, this, and this region, this I want to combine into one truck.
Right. So I guess we can do that. We can do like that, and also I can choose the type of truck. Like at this moment, it
Mhm.
auto process is automatically use the best truck, quote unquote. But can I also give a drop down option or a lookup option? So when I merge, oh okay, when I merge, it needs to be full CDE or what or full CDD, let's say.
Mhm, mhm. Let me check. One moment. So in this case, in the auto processor. Okay, let me check on that one. So I writing down now. So add additional search fields or add additional option fields. Additional option fields for
Yeah,
the.
it's when you see the auto processor on the right side
Mhm,
column. I think second from the right,
mhm.
it says a truck type. Maybe the truck type I can choose. I
Yeah,
can just click it and then choose like, okay, I want this type, this type, this type, like something like that.
yeah. So make option available to select different truck type.
Yeah. So manual process only be done sparingly and only in the most the most strange shipment, let's say, it's
Yeah, yeah,
impossible to code.
yeah, yeah. Make option available for selection on truck type then when the selected field for cross region is enabled. Okay, good. So I updated the text. Later on, I will share with Pa Adi the Excel file again with the updated text and that we are discussing now. So okay, in this case, I resume one more time, and I think then we can cover we can move to the next point. So we're going to combine multiple regions into, let's say, one order, as long as it's within the capacity of the truck, where that the selection can be done by the operational team on the level of a selection field between cross region, yes, no, or only SATU region. If it's only one region, it's working as today already, the way it's working now. If it's cross region, yes, then you're going to be able to select maybe two or three checkboxes. Once you select those two or three checkboxes, we're going to create one or two or three orders according to the amount of cargo that you have then within that selection. Correct?
Mungkin bisa diulang lagi Pak. Mohon maaf. Could you repeat again Pak?
Okay,
Sorry Pak.
so
Can-
what we're going to do, we're going to combine cross region under the auto processor. We will add an additional search field in the header on the top as a selection option between do you want to do cross region, yes, no. If cross region is no, means that you're going to use the auto processor at exactly the same way as it is already working today. one row, one region will be loaded as maximum as possible. If we say cross region yes, in that moment we're going to be able to select a truck type, and you're going to be able to tick, let's say, multiple lines, multiple rows. From the rows that you have selected, those will be combined into that truck type or will be calculated for that truck type. That's the final goal, right?
Iya betul sih Pak, kurang lebih seperti itu.
Okay. Okay, sip. So for topic 4, I think this is more clear now. This is correct.
Sorry, Mr. Jan, sorry.
Yes.
Jadi Pak Antoni ini lagi bikin BRD-nya ya. Nah, ini yang tadi barusan dibilang Pak Jan itu dimasukin juga ke BRD-nya Pak. Ya, kan nanti dibantu sama Endra juga ya. Endra kan paham juga ya yang diomongin tadi sama Mr. Jan. Ya, jadi kalau misalkan mau combine itu nanti ada pilihannya cross region. Nah, kalau misalkan cross regionnya dicentang, berarti nggak perlu select truck type. Tapi kalau cross regionnya dicentang, nah itu bisa tampil truck type-nya. Kayak gitu. Ya. Gitu ya, Pak?
Oke, Pak.
Nah, ya nanti, kan nanti saya mau ke PGD lagi nih. Nanti kita bahas bareng-bareng cara bikin BBRD-nya kayak gimana. Ya. Oke, silakan Pak Mr. Silakan Mr. Jan. Please continue.
Okay, then so for topic 4, I think we're okay. So the next part, line number 5. So slicer function to accommodate overload SO by best unit in auto processor. So implement new function that can handle overflow capacity under the regions. So where there is a possibility that a smaller truck is used, but within the parameters of the, let's say, the load capacity. Last time there was an example, let's say that you have 4 CDD and 1 CDE as an overflow truck. I'm not sure at this moment. I did a small test, but at this moment, is it not already working like that? Because normally, once you have your first truck 4 CDD, then automatically, normally he should overload to the next possible truck type. It's not working like this already?
Iya betul Pak, hanya saja memang untuk autoprosesornya kita belum bagi menjadi 4 CDD dan 1 CDE. Jadi for example, for one region full, in recently autoprocessor you made in one line full.
Yeah.
For example, but it's haven't belum dibagi-bagi menjadi di slicing gitu Pak maksudnya. Jadi this is what we want is what we request from you is you made autoprocessor that already sliced become 4 CDD and 1 CDE.
Within one region, huh?
Within one region, ya. Yeah. Jadi automatically Pak, otomatis sudah terbagi menjadi 4 CDD dan 1 CDE. Kalau yang sekarang ini kan Bapak kan buat hanya 1 line in one full region ya Pak ya.
Ya.
Yeah. Contohnya Bandung ini 1 full region, contohnya 15 ton gitu ya Pak ya. Contohnya 15 ton. Nah kita maunya Pak itu sudah terbagi menjadi CDD-nya berarti nanti akan terbagi menjadi 3 CDD dengan 1 CDE gitu Pak. Automatically gitu Pak. Oke. Dan apa yang kita akan lakukan hanya dari operation team itu hanya checklist aja Pak. Jadi checklist okay, this one is okay. No need to be fixed in manually Pak. Gitu. Jadi we only check, then process release gitu Pak.
Okay. Let me check on this again. I did some very quick testing last week, or let's say during last week, after last week meeting. Let me check on this one again because I thought this was already part of the auto processor, that he already moved back to one CDE when it's not in there. So let me check on that. But okay, the most important is here that it's effectively within one region, that you first all full trucks, and then let's say fall back to the second largest possible truck to load the capacity at that moment, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check. This is clear for me. What I need to do there. I will check if it's a new function I need to write. But I thought it's already in there. Let me verify that again. Okay. So that one I will review, and I will check again against the current processor if it's working or not, or maybe there is some still a function or a bug in there. Let me check on that. Number 6 then. Okay, so for the auto merge, to accommodate the quantity, this was the one that I was confusing then with the first one we discussed. So to make it possible, because here you mentioned the capacity between different regions to be merged become one road. So maybe Anthony, can you mention here, so is this correct, under the auto processor make it possible to add additional cargo to a truck that is already that is maybe not fully loaded yet, so that is less than 100% capacity, or let's say less than 80% capacity, that you're going to take the rest value of your auto process and you're going to add it to an existing order. Is this correct? Within the same region or not?
Okay, this one is actually same with the point 4, Pak.
Okay.
Sama.
From there the confusion.
Sama. Jadi untuk region less than capacity, itu di under auto processor, you can make it into one truck.
Oh, okay. So that's actually, so this line we can remove then?
Yeah.
Because actually this is exactly the same as
Exactly the same
first
for.
point. Oh,
Yes, Pak.
okay. Okay, so this one we can drop off the list later on then, right? Okay, then the next one. Last week there was a question from Novi and a very short internal discussion regarding the possibility of using different rule sets between Krian and Pulugadung depending on the capacity and the truck loads, let's say. That the auto processor can work on a different way. To be straightforward, I have discussed this and checked with GDB also, like, is this a logical step to do? And he said, okay, from a pure logistical standpoint, we would not recommend this. Yeah? So yes, there can be rule sets. There can be certain rules on how to process your cargo. That, for example, you're going to do first full regions with full trucks, then you're going to fall back to smaller trucks and so on. That is a rule set between or within, let's say, one warehouse. That makes sense. But to start applying different rule sets between different warehouses, GDB mentioned also together with me, and he said, okay, better that you don't do this kind of things because your process is going to be more complicated. Even you becoming more, or let's say you will have more warehouses, or from the moment there are multiple warehouses involved, your SOP should not be different between warehouses. So the processor should be able to capture all your different types of exceptions, and let's say that maybe 10% or 15% of real exceptions per warehouse is most of the time something that needs to be further defined in your SOP and should not be allowed, let's say, to define different rule sets. Yeah? Of course, in case that you want this, technically everything is possible. And then I suggest that you also discuss internally with your operation team and let's say with your logistic team on what are those rule sets. Yeah, what do you really want as different rule sets? Then I don't know after the last discussion from last time if there is been still have been some internal discussions about that. But let's say from Optilog side, as advice, we don't recommend this. Yeah? So I don't know. Are there any input from Taco sides after last discussion, or has there any decision been made on that from Taco side last time?
Komennya Pak Antoni atau Pak Endra?
Sebenarnya ini proses kan kita mau buat autoprocessor ya. Artinya untuk yang same region itu sudah oke gitu lah istilahnya. Sudah oke. Tapi untuk yang different region gitu ini masih belum. Jadi contohnya ini seperti di Krian itu bahkan hampir semua region yang ada itu less than capacity semua from the maximum trucknya. Gitu. Nah, this one is to accommodate Krian Pak sebenarnya gitu. Kita buat aturan seperti ini untuk mengakomodasi kebutuhan dari Krian di mana every region itu less than capacity gitu. Nah, bagaimana caranya kita untuk auto proses the data SO-nya tadi itu untuk otomatis bisa menjadi satu truck gitu Pak sebenarnya. Gitu.
Okay.
Tanpa harus ada involve from us manually.
Okay.
So this will done in auto processor.
Okay.
So,
Oke, Mas Haris silakan. Ya.
Mau coba present sebentar Pak ya.
Okay.
Nah, ini mau tanya yang kayak ini. Ini kan auto prosesornya kita ya Pak ya. Nah ini contoh ini untuk kiriman area perak. Nah, apakah ketika saya auto prosesor dia cara bacanya seperti ini? Sebentar, sorry. Jadi di box. Udah. Nah. Ini satu customer Sinar Abadi. Kemudian dia ambil di sini Anugerah Timur.
Ini manual.
Dan di sini dia ambil lagi customer yang lain lagi di sini. Nah ini apakah auto prosesornya akan bacanya seperti ini? Kalau bacanya seperti ini nggak bisa jalan Pak. Karena ini sudah beda customer. Dan packing metodenya pun peti 100 ini sudah satu paket sendiri, satu peti 100 sendiri. Nah yang mau saya tanyakan apakah cara bacanya auto prosesornya bagaimana untuk customer yang terpisah-pisah di sini, tapi ini satu area.
I see. Okay. One moment. Can you go back to the apa? Can you kembali ke the detail? So. Maaf ya, tunggu. Okay. So perak. Okay. Satu kali lagi ya. So in this case, so select track type, yeah, CDA box, loading today, tick everything. Tunggu, can you scroll? Okay, di sini, can you scroll kanan? So scroll di bawah lagi, ya. Okay, scroll kanan sini. It's all the same weight. Okay. Now scroll at us. So it takes all this item that looks correct, but why does he skip the additional rows then? Okay. Okay, let me take a look on this. It's strange because the only thing that I can imagine here, because you have only 20 items outstanding. It has to do with the weight though. So you have like 72 is the first one that is being lower than the maximum cargo for the truck. But let me see if I can optimize the sorting order so that we can take more truck capacity with that. That one. Yeah, in this case it's working, but I do understand the issue. So probably because the max capacity of the truck he will try to max capacity 100%.
Yes.
So maybe what we need to see if the additional cargo that can be loaded is from a different delivery point and less than 5%, for example, that he should not load it. That's the truck should only do one delivery address instead of two addresses and something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oke, Mas Jajan akan review dulu atau gimana Mas Jajan?
No, so normally I see GDB today at Jam 3. So let me discuss with him about those changes. I don't know, are there at this moment additional things, because I saw if you scroll further the bawah in your listing, I saw still some additional items that needed maybe to be discussed. I don't know you have time for it today, or we keep it like this for today. What's your suggestion, Pak Ali?
Yeah, I think we keep it for today.
Okay.
So we can have another meeting to explain the rest of this request.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So to summarize then for today, I will discuss the reroll and then the slicer function, then the auto merge and the possibility for rule sets we remove from the listing then, right?
Sorry, gimana?
For today summary, so the function of reroll data and the slicer function, this is clear to me now, and we will develop that. The auto merge is the same as 0.4, so we remove that from the listing. And then also the difference in warehouse between Krian and Pulugadeng we remove from the list. So line number 6 and line number 7 we can remove then, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The last topic here was number 8, but that's a little bit contradictive to each other. So I don't know if this is something last week we did not discuss this. I don't know if this is something still needs to be discussed, because if I translate that, yeah, if your SO is not released yet, then you can also not create a road order out of it. So I don't know if this is something you still want to discuss, or what's the need for that.
Oke. Mungkin Pak Antoni atau Pak Endra coba jelasin.
Jadi
maksud
maksudnya di sini ini kita masih bisa untuk modifikasi gitu. Hanya SO release yang belum dilakukan prefix. Prefix itu di internal kita sih, yang hanya dapat dibuatkan RD. Jadi kalau memang sudah dilakukan prefix, ya tidak bisa dibuatkan RD lagi. It's already been done in one RD, Pak. Jadi hanya SO yang belum dilakukan prefix saja yang bisa dilakukan untuk pembuatan RD tadi gitu. Jadi tidak terbaca di Optilog-nya gitu sih Pak Mas. Jadi nanti ini kan kaitannya gini Pak Adi Wirasta, kaitannya kan nanti RD ini akan menjadi acuan bagi warehouse itu untuk proses picking ya Pak ya. Proses picking. Nah, once kita udah buat satu RD, once kita sudah created one RD, itu proses itu akan berjalan di internal Taco, Pak. Sudah berjalan proses pickingnya, pick list already made by the previously RD that we already made. Oke, nah maksudnya di sini hanya SO sales order yang memang belum dibuatkan prefix itu yang bisa dijadikan RD itu sih Pak.
Okay, so if I understand correctly, you create a road order first, and from that road order you're gonna create a pre-pack or a pre-picking list, let's say, to prepare the truck.
Yeah.
But actually, some of the items maybe are not being loaded or being released yet.
Or less than capacity.
For less than capacity. So that means that you're going to have a different road order that you're going to create. And because of that, you will have a different number or a different pick and pack list that does not match with your internal.
Iya, jadi supaya tidak double maksudnya di internalnya takut. Jadi kalau sudah dibuatkan prefix, mungkin nanti dari Pak Novi bisa tambahkan lagi. Artinya sudah berjalan, RD sudah berjalan, sudah dibuat, kemudian sudah dibuatkan prefix, itu tidak akan menjadi dibuatkan prefix ulang lagi gitu Pak maksudnya. Jadi kalau misalkan ini less than capacity satu mobil gitu kan, kita bisa tambahkan dengan SO-SO yang memang belum dibuatkan traffic. Dimers nanti manually tetap itu di internal kita sih Pak.
Okay, so that's
Hmm.
let's say more an internal discussion, and maybe an update on your SLT and how does it work. And let's say if this is directly related to the fee or the process of the SO, right? Or
Iya Pak.
okay, okay. So at this moment, for point number 8, I cannot do technically at this moment. I don't need to do anything technically. It's pure an internal TACO discussion, correct?
Hmm.
Okay, okay.
Iya, mungkin maybe later there's an impact to the Optilog, but for right now we will discuss internally.
Okay, siap, understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oke, menurut saya meetingnya untuk hari ini cukup dulu, kan saya jam 10 sama Pak Novi juga ada meeting yang cukup.
Mungkin satu lagi Pak,
Ya,
saya rasa itu ada satu yang logik yang di paling atas, Pak Jan, Pak bisa ke atas lagi Pak, bagian atas Pak. Oke, ini di poin nomor 3. Ini sebenarnya ini yang kita request untuk urutan logik Pak, untuk flow logiknya. Jadi kita mau buat autoprocessor, logik yang kita inginkan itu pertama itu harus dibaca regionnya. Ini yang sudah berjalan saat ini regionnya Pak ya. Kemudian base type track untuk customer-nya. Nah, kemudian kita minta untuk shorting lagi by SO release date-nya, Pak.
I need to check that. I need to check
Yeah.
that. I don't know that out of my head. What is that? Okay,
Yes.
what I will do, I will create maybe a flow
Mhm.
chart. I think I actually have it somewhere already. The flow chart with what is the priority on how the selection happens. I think it's already somewhere. Let me check that. I can share that later on today or tomorrow latest. And I think I already have it.
Oke, SO release date, kemudian jenis barangnya juga Pak, dan packing methodnya. Ini, this one previously discussed with Haris tadi Pak Rian
Yeah.
tadi mention regarding packing methodnya Pak. Jadi kita mintanya itu packing method kalau bisa kalau bisa itu yang memang sama nih Pak. Peti 100, peti 100 gitu Pak. Gulung gitu Pak. Itu sih sebenarnya.
Yeah, we can add additional sorting order, or we can add additional sorting method. Let's say. Okay, region I know, Bestrak I know, SO release date, that's no problem. Chinese Barang, okay, and I'm packaging method.
SO releases mean SO that already released for first time Pak. Jadi
Yeah, the
first
oldest first in, first out, right?
yes.
Yeah, first in,
Yeah.
first out, the oldest first. Yeah, that's. I
Baru
think
semua.
that's already. I think. But Chinese barang and packaging methods, I don't think at this moment. I don't think I keep I don't use it in the ordering function of the type of goods. At this moment, only the first three: region, truck type, is all I think already. And then I will add Jenny's Barang and packaging method. That's very small traditional. That should not have a big impact.
Okay. Okay, then slicer shape plan based on the base. Iya, contohnya seperti tadi Pak, misalkan satu region, full region itu 15 ton, itu automatically slide by the truck Pak. Berarti misalkan contohnya butuh 4 truk ya bisa dibagi menjadi 4 truk Pak. Automatically gitu sih Pak.
Oke, Hendra.
Oke.
Hendra mau ngomong.
Sorry tadi kelewat. Berarti itu nanti ada dynamic filtering jenis barang sama packaging method kan di auto processornya.
Yeah, technically I need to check, but I would say yes at this moment. So,
Okay.
Let me first check the Janice Barang and the packaging methods to see if it's already included in the ordering or not, or how to do it in the ordering.
All right.
In the case that you say you want to do this dynamically, that means in some cases you want to apa? In some cases you want to use it, and in some cases you're not going to use it. Then correct?
Yeah, I mean the dynamic filtering could be for all item, let's say, or and all. So the default sorting is sorting rule is the all item, all packaging method, but I can change it. For example, when we have an overwhelming order of vinyl box, let's say vinyl flooring. So sometimes we just want to, okay, I want to ship this. So
Yeah, that you only combine, let's say, one truck only with vinyl boarding, for example.
yes, because sometimes it's also sometimes a request by the customer.
See. So actually, what we better than do is adding a search field in your auto processor that we say, okay, good, you can only search on packaging methods, vinyl boarding, for example, that you say, give me everything with vinyl boarding into one truck then, instead of using it as an order or ordering method, let's say.
Okay, so it's a lookup filter.
For example, yeah, exactly. Is that not more easy for you then? Because in this case, it has nothing really to do with region or best truck or anything. No, it's actually to do with you want to combine all the same packaging method or all the same Chinese barang into one truck.
Yeah, that will really help and cut the amount of manual process that we use if it's possible.
Yeah, so in this case, Chinese barang and packaging method will be two separate search fields that you can either combine one by one or leave it blank. If you leave it blank, the ordering
Yeah,
of the process will still be region, truck type, and SO date. But once you
yeah,
add Chinese barang and packaging method as search fields, I
yeah.
only filter on
The
those type
additional
of.
strings. Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
that's a small one. That's easy to implement.
All
Let's
right.
say in a couple of days that can be done. That's a very easy one. That's if that can help you tremendously, then that's easy and quickly.
Yeah, it helps me especially for out of like outer city, because sometimes you cannot combine certain packaging method because it will clash.
Yeah, okay.
Oke, ini tadi ada pertanyaan dari Mas Ari. Flowchart. Jadi gini, flow untuk di project ini kita bikin biar dulu ya. Jadi karena aplikasi ini udah nggak murni plug produknya si Optilog, ini udah flow prosesnya udah benar-benar ngikutin bisnis proses yang di Tako, modifikasinya. Nah, untuk yang fase 2 ini, rules of the game-nya kita bikin dulu requirement-nya. Ya, kita tuangin ke dalam business requirement dokumen. Nah, itu yang nanti akan kita bikin bareng Pak Antoni, Pak Hendra, Andri, ya mungkin Fandi juga ikut. Nah, apa yang ada di di pikiran teman-teman itu ditambungin ke dokumen itu. Nah, nanti dokumen itu yang nanti akan dipakai sebagai baseline scope pekerjaan ini ya, kayak gitu. Nah kan jadi teman-teman udah tahu nih Optilog itu seperti apa. Jadi misalkan tadi mau nambahin pilihannya mau di pas di form apa, di page apa. Nah itu kita akan bikin di situ. Jadi nanti udah ketahuan nih sebenarnya yang mau kita butuhin tuh apa aja. Nah, nanti Mr. Jan tinggal develop aja kayak gitu ya. Karena ini udah murni udah nggak ngikutin produknya si Optilog, tapi udah benar-benar bisnis proses di Tako ya, kayak gitu ya teman-teman. Jadi flow-nya kayak gitu. Nanti Pak Antoni akan tuangin semua ke BRD sebisanya. Nanti saya yang rapihin. Baru nanti kita deliver ke Mr. Jan udah tinggal develop aja. Ya jadi nggak ada minta lagi ke Mr. Jan flowchart-nya kayak gimana? Udah nggak kayak gitu. Kita yang nanti flowchart-nya, nanti Mr. Jan tinggal ini bisa atau ini nggak bisa, kayak gitu. Ya. Oke. Kalau misalnya bisa, ya udah nanti dia Mr. Jan akan develop seperti itu ya.
Oke, sip.
Ya. Oke, menurut saya cukup dulu untuk meeting hari ini. Saya ada next meeting lagi. nanti kita akan set meeting lagi. Jadi Mr. Jan, kan tadi ada beberapa yang mesti di review bareng sama JDB. Pak Antoni sama Endra sama saya itu akan merangkum requirement kita dalam satu dokumen disebut BRI. Oke, nanti meetingnya akan saya atur lagi kapan. Oke, thank you semua. Selamat pagi.
Thank you, Pak.
Terima kasih.